The world of country music was shaken by alarming news involving legendary performer Ray Stevens, who at 87 years old, recently endured a frightening hadith that could have had far more devastating consequences. On a quiet Sunday in Nashville, what should have been just another ordinary day suddenly turned into a moment of hope and uncertainty when Stevens suffered a serious fall. The incident left the iconic singer with a broken neck, a diagnosis that immediately raised concern among fans and those close to him. At his age, such an injury carries significant risks, making the situation all the more troubling. Yet, even in the face of such a painful setback, there has been a sense of cautious relief surrounding his condition in the days that followed. Following the accident, Stevens was quickly taken for medical attention, where doctors assessed the extent of his injuries. The fall, described as terrifying by those familiar with the situation, resulted in damage that required immediate care, but fortunately, his hospitalization was brief. After being evaluated and stabilized, he was allowed to return home, a decision that brought a wave of reassurance to his supporters. Reports confirmed that he is now recovering in the comfort of his own space, surrounded by familiar surroundings, which can often play an important role in the healing process, especially for someone of his age and stature. Medical professionals have outlined a clear path for his recovery, emphasizing the importance of caution and rest. As part of his treatment plan, Stevens has been instructed to wear a neck brace for the next 4 weeks. This brace is intended to provide stability and support while his injury heals, preventing further strain or complications. Though such a restriction can be uncomfortable and limiting, it is a necessary step toward ensuring that the recovery progresses without setbacks. The guidance from his doctors reflects both the seriousness of the injury and the optimism that, with proper care, he can regain his strength. Despite the severity of the fall and the resulting injury, there is encouraging news about Stevens' current state. Those close to him have shared that he remains mobile, a detail that has brought considerable comfort to fans who feared the worst. Mobility, even in a limited sense, suggests that his condition is manageable and that he has retained a degree of independence during his recovery. Even more heartening is the retort that his spirits remain high. Maintaining a positive outlook in the face of physical pain is no small feat. Yet Stevens appears to be doing just that, demonstrating resilience that has defined much of his life and career. This resilience is especially significant given the challenges he has already faced in recent months. Earlier in July 2025, Stevens experienced a mild heart attack, an event that itself was a cause for serious concern. At that time, he had been hospitalized after suffering from chest pains, prompting immediate medical intervention. The situation required careful attention, and doctors determined that a minimally invasive heart catheterization procedure was necessary. This procedure, carried out in Nashville, was aimed at diagnosing and addressing underlying issues within his heart, marking the beginning of a critical period for his health. The journey did not end there. Just a few weeks after the initial procedure, Stevens underwent a second intervention. During this follow-up procedure, doctors inserted 2 stents to address additional blockages that had been identified. The placement of these stents was a crucial step in improving blood flow and reducing the risk of further cardiac complications. While the procedures were described as successful, they underscored the seriousness of his condition and the need for ongoing care and monitoring. Recovering from such medical events requires both physical strength and emotional determination, qualities that Stevens has evidently drawn upon. Given this recent medical history, the news of his fall and subsequent neck injury added another layer of concern. It is not just the injury itself, but the context in which it occurred that has made it particularly alarming. For someone who had already been navigating recovery from heart-related procedures, experiencing such a hadith could have significantly complicated his health situation. However, the updates indicating that he is stable, recovering at home, and maintaining a positive mindset have provided a sense of reassurance that he continues to face these challenges with remarkable courage.